But Webster it was who came through to take his place in his first Euro Tour quarter-final since late last year. He made the last 8 in Riesa, where he lost to Danny Noppert 6-5. He's been on the receiving end of his fair share of 6-5 defeats on the European Tour stage. Ricky Evans has been here before as well. Went all the way to the final in Holland last year. And so he will not be fazed by this experience in the slightest, despite just dropping his darts momentarily there. Just feeling the heat, maybe, Ricky Evans, as he takes to the stage for this quarter-final. Paul Nicholson alongside me, Rob Malarkey, for this one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And, yeah, sometimes you get a little bit jittery at the start of a game. And, you know, Gerwyn Price is noted for dropping the odd dart. And as long as you're not throwing it forward, you're allowed to retrieve it and throw it. And Ricky will be all right now. And like you say, he's been here before. He knows what quarterfinals and semi-finals and finals, for that matter, are like on the European Tour. But Ricky's looking to do the Norfolk double today, trying to take out the King and the Demolition Man, both who hail from Norfolk. Oh, Ricky's from Northamptonshire. It's actually not that far from Norfolk. You can be in Norwich in an hour.
Yeah, he's had a good run as Ricky Evans. Robert Thornton, 2-time major winner, 2-time PDC major winner, 6-4 in his opener. Mensur Suljovic, the number 5 seed, beaten 6-4 in round 2, and Mervyn King 6-4 earlier today, and it was a 101.68 average for Ricky Evans as well. Another standout performance, 5-1-8 as he lobbed in that one as well.
And Darren Webster was looking for that 1-4-1 that Wadey hit against him earlier. He was unable to do so, and Ricky should get one shot at a double. Does, it's double 16. You've got to be careful what you say about Ricky, because he can be there before you can actually say the sentence. Double top for Darren. He was deadly on that earlier. He was 4 out of 3 on double top earlier, because he went tops on one of the shots. But Ricky Evans gets that first hold. It's a good start for the Northamptonshire ace. And great start on that leg from Darren. But what I was going to say, Rob, is that a lot of people have been talking about the progression of World Youth Champions. Obviously, Aaron Monk, who was the first one in the current scheme of the World Youth Championship, where he beat Michael Van Gerwen. Obviously, Van Gerwen's done all right. James Hubbard was the next one from Norfolk. But Ricky's been in a final where he was with Michael Smith. Keegan Brown is in this session as well. He's won that tournament. We're starting to see some of those World Youth Champions really kick on. And another finalist, Nathan Aspinall. So if you do well in the World Youth Championship, get to the final, you can write your own ticket by the looks of it.
51. Good point, Paul.
I don't think they're going to hang around these guys. This is quick. It could get quicker.
Webster won't mind that at all. You know, he'll be happy to tick over at Ricky's pace. I don't think that'll be an issue for him at all. I think it will perhaps suit him.
I agree.
More than, say, for example, an encounter with James Wade.
I absolutely 100% agree with you. Because he's wheel. He will not stop. And the thing about Ricky is that when he practices, a great practice partner in Northamptonshire by the name of Dave Pallett, who has had a semi-final appearance on the tour, and sometimes Dave has to drag Ricky out to practice, but when he does, I'm sure he's very hard to beat.
Well, Ricky Evans is looking at 87. Treble 17 leaves double 18. Very neat and tidy stuff. A little nod of approval from Paul Nicholson to my left.
It just looks good, doesn't it? The rhythm at the start of the match against Robert Thornton was a bit scratchy. He was starting very quick, then he was regulating a bit, and then he got a bit slow, and and he was trying to find the pace. And it was the same when he started against Sulevic. Mensah allowed him to find his rhythm in the first 4 legs, and after that he couldn't touch him. And I think he's found a rhythm and a pace now. He's into this. In cricketing terms, he's in. Now he's just got to score.
Well, it's been a really good spell for Ricky Evans, a quarter-finalist here, a finalist at Players' Championship 6 last month as well. He beat Adrian Gray, Scott Baker, Darryl Gurney, Christoph Ratajski, Kyle Anderson and Danny Noppert. There's some names there, I can tell you, to reach his first Players' Championship final. That was a big milestone for him. Lost the final to Gerwyn Price. No disgrace given the way he's been playing on the floor this year. But that run in Barnsley could be, well, it was very impressive, but it could be very important as far as the rest of the year is concerned for Ricky Evans. He's now 18th on the Pro Tour Order of Merit, and that puts him in a great position to qualify for both the World Match Play and the World Grand Prix as well. The World Match Play would be his debut appearance, and that would be a massive deal for him. And he said himself after his win over Mervyn King earlier, you know, he wants to be playing like this week in, week out. He wants to be challenging for the top honours. He wants to be playing for TV titles. He wants to be in the Premier League. You know, he's got clear ambitions as Ricky Evans, and I think he's going the right way about it.
Imagine what that'd be like.
What, the Premier League with Ricky Evans, or Ricky Evans winning titles? Or both?
Oh, the Premier League thing first. I mean, the titles thing's going to come, but imagine Ricky in the Premier League with his taste in music. I can categorically say, I say this hand on heart, Ricky Evans' choice in music is worse than the music taste of Mark Webster, which is awful.
Taste in music in terms of what he listens to privately, or taste in music in terms of his walk-on?
Privately.
Ah, right. Okay.
No, 80 songs that you've completely forgotten about and banished to the bottom of a volcano. Mark Webster will probably have it on cassette.
Well, I'm fully with him. Sounds like my sort of guy.
51. That'll do. And Ricky Evans looking for a bit of magic here. 60 for Bull. Bull. Ooh. Glance that wire. Now. That leaves double 12. Didn't mean to leave it. I bet he's glad he did, because that was a beautiful shot and a break back. And I get, you know, I come from the older generation of dart players. I'm all right with that. I'm 40 this year, and Ricky's part of a new breed. I'm from Darren's era, and my brain doesn't really compute as fast as these guys. I was always very deliberate. I was more Sulevic, more Gurney-like, standing back and waiting for the guy. But it's almost like a conveyor belt with these two players. Just look at them. One goes forward, the other one follows. It's just a circle. That's all they ever do. It's 21st century darts for you.
Yeah, Webster barely broke stride there. He just walked back, little arch around the back of the stage, and then straight back into his stride.
That's right. It's
good, like good way to keep momentum. He almost, it's like a run-up on throw.
14 for Bull. Double 11. Ooh, he's left the ash down. Another. He went for tops. What a shot from Darren Webster. Oh, I thought he was going to go up to 60. But he went tops, and that's the second time today he's done that. Leave him in tops at your peril.
Wow. That's a moment for Darren Webster. He can channel that now as well.
Oh, he's up for this. You can see it when he jerks his neck to the side. He's starting to get a bit aggressive here. And I think even Ricky Evans has got to be impressed with that. Because the lie was so good in the 60. For him to just land one on top. I thought that was the definite shot. But he's so assured in double top today that he's just utilising it really well. hope you guys at home are able to keep up with this. It's rapid fire from rapid Ricky Evans and the Demolition Man, who is on for the Rob Cross 302. He'll probably go for the 140 on tops again, will he? So close.
Very, very close.
But look what he's left. You're going to have to hit this, Ricky. He isn't going to. And you've got to think that this is going to be Darren Webster's leg. Oh, big miss. But he does save on double five.
Yeah, he's got real momentum now. 3 legs without reply for Darren Webster. And he's clearly in the mood.
Is it going to be Darren's day?
I'll leave that there, Paul.
Well, Ricky hasn't really been in this position this week in Hildesheim. He's been bossing a lot of his games, but he's the one being bossed in the last 3 legs, so he's got to find a counter punch from somewhere. I swear if I was watching this at home, I'd be looking for the remote control. I could swear it's being played in ×8.
That's been really solid, consistent stuff from, well, from both players to some extent, but Webster in particular. 13 darts for his opening leg, and then 15, 15, 15. It's been really consistent from Darren Webster.
Darren Webster's got Ricky Evans on the ropes. More so now. He forced Ricky Evans to take out a second 167 of the week. He was unable to do so, and from 3-1 up, Ricky Evans is now staring down the barrel of defeat in what seems like no time at all.
He's turned this around so well. Evans looked strong, didn't he? Had that 12 darter to go 2-1 up, backed it up very nicely as well. But since then, it has been all Darren Webster. But Ricky Evans on his throw here, looking to challenge once again.
Just imagine if Ricky Evans can turn this around. Looks like he's still got plenty in the tank. It's encouraging for Ricky Evans fans, and there are plenty of those. To leave 161. Now, single 9 for double 16. Fantastic 11 darter from Ricky Evans.
Well, first and foremost, yeah, he'll just be relieved to have stopped that tidal wave of Webster legs.
The thing is, he got 11 darter on his own throw. So 99 times out of 100, you are going to hold with that, or even more than that. But what he would give for another 11 against throw now to mount an assault in leg 11. It's going to take some effort because it's a 140 fest here.
Yeah, 140, 180, 140 in the previous leg. But that is just a 60, and that may well make a big difference. It may well make a big impression on who comes out on top in this match. Ooh, real lurch there from Webster, wasn't there?
That one came out of the hand wrong.
He looked panic-stricken as he flung that one towards that board, and it was only 17. And Evans comes good again, and that slip of the hand from Darren Webster may come back to haunt him.
That's all right. He's going to have to rely on Ricky missing this 1-2-1. No bull shot. So it's in the hands of the Demolition Man. He's got double 12. 1 dart left. He hasn't hit it.
2 match darts slipped through the fingers of Darren Webster. Ricky Evans also looking at 12s and now 6s, and we're going all the way, and you just wonder what that will do to the mindset of Darren Webster. He looks a little bit shell-shocked after that, I've got to say.
I'm not surprised. He had it in the palm of his hand after that, well, 4-leg burst. Fair play to Ricky Evans, the way he is stuck with Webster. This has been a fascinating game. Wouldn't surprise me if Ricky won this match with a 15-dart leg.
Well, the legs he has won so far, ignoring the first one, but 12, 14, 11 and 14.
He could watch darts like this all day, couldn't he?
It's just really solid, consistent darts from both players.
It's like 20-20 darts. Really quick. Fast-paced.
Yeah.
Got to go upstairs, Ricky. 50. He did, unsuccessfully.
Ricky Evans averaging over 102 at the moment as well, by the way.
17. I've used the word this weekend a lot, and that's mojo. And it seems to me like Darren is clutching to find some of it. 59. He's been given a chance. If he can put in a 140 here, he needs a treble. He doesn't get one, and Ricky Evans is in Dream Street here. 6 darts for 148. One. Another one. Oh, he's looking for that second 60 to leave a double. Now, pressure on. Will Ricky Evans convert, or will he miss 2 match darts?
Pressure on for Ricky Evans, but he's left himself double 18, and you have to say pressure. What pressure? Ricky Evans, 5-3 down, comes through with an average of just